Well, hello, Panthers. Let's just jump right into this. Mr. Hoffman here, giving you the rest of your lesson from today that we didn't really get to. I'm actually going to back up a little bit and we kind of like sort of circle back to where we left off. So, which is greater? Think about that for about 2.7 seconds. And if you said -10, you are wrong. It looks like it's greater because it's bigger, but it's really not. Let me kind of take it to the next level so you can see kind of what I'm talking about here. If you look at a number line, anything to the less, anything to the less, anything to the left, right? If you're going from this way, anything over here compared to whatever number you're talking about is less. So yeah, left is less, left is less. And then anything going yonder the other direction, greater to the right. And since 3 is to the right of -10, greater, it's going to be greater. So you're going to want to eat the 3 because it looks a little bit more yummy. Put some teeth on this thing. Kind of some kind of weird monster. I don't know what it is. A dinosaur, maybe? Yeah. Has a tail, I think. Yeah, it's an abstract kind of quasi-concrete dinosaur looking thing. Okay. But this really kind of breaks, it really kind of comes to fruition, I think, if that's the word I'm looking for. It really starts to make more sense if you were to take this number line and flip it so it's up and down. This is 1, 2, 3. 3 is going to be here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. -10 is down here. See, it's -1, -2, -3. So yes, you can see it's a lot easier to tell that 3 is greater than -10. It's like, what would you rather have? Would you rather have $3 or owe somebody $10? Yeah. Yeah. Which is less? Talking next level here. Which is less? Well, left is to the less is to the left. So which one of these would be to the left? Well, here's 0. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, and so on. So both of these are to the left, right? But which one is to the left more? Furthermore, if you were to go like up and down, which one would be down the most? Like if this is 0, 1, 2, this is -1, -2, 3, which one's going to be down the most? That's going to be less. So in this case, down is less, up is greater. Greater going up, greater going up, greater going up, greater going up, less going down, less going down, less going down, less going down. All right, so here it is. Yep, you knew it all along, didn't you? So this is greater. -15 is greater than -25. -25 is less than -15. Oops, didn't want to move you there. Get back over there. There, that's better. Good symbol. And of course, when you take it up and down, it's a lot easier to tell that -25 is a lot lower than -15. Right? -15 is higher. It's greater than -25. Meow. Meow. Origin story. Oh. Hmm. O. O. Wait, that's a 0, and this here is the letter O. Thermometers. That's where they can be used. Wee. Money, make it rain, Mrs. Cabana. Woohoo! Yeah. Or you owe money. No fun. Yeah, that's no one. That's what they call in the red. Like when they have Black Friday, they call it Black Friday because everything above 0 in profit is in the black. And now you can't see it, but if it were transparent, you would tell that that's black back there. Okay. Anyway, then Mr. Boone. I think he is an alien. I think that's why he did this. Pretty cool dude, if you know who I'm talking about. Oh, who's this handsome devil in here swimming deep under the water? Oh, there's Bruce. Sharks. Oh, no, fish. Fish are friends. Fish are friends. Fish are friends. Faff. Which is greater? Hmm. Well, I would think 5 is a bit larger than this -1. But when you look at it, oof, see, the -5 is below 0. 0 is cold already, right? Because, I mean, 32 is when it snows, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, right? And then 0 is even less than that. And then we're talking -1 degrees Fahrenheit. 3, 2, 3, 4. -5 is even colder because the lower you go, the colder it gets. See, if you go way up here, like, today is like what, 90 degrees Fahrenheit? It's like way, way up. It's off the chart. I can't even make it fit on here. So 0 is actually higher than -20. Brr. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Where's 0 at on here? Well, that's -50. There's 50. It's going to be right in the middle, isn't it? That's important. So if you start at 0, the origin, and you travel this direction 50 miles, how many miles did you go? Oh, I went -50. No, you didn't go. There's no negatives in distances. Distances are always positive. Always positive. Kind of like happiness, joy. Distances are like joy and happiness. They're always positive. Okay. Watch out, Miss Cabana, there's a shark! Shark! Okay. I'll send you this, but when you do, I still want you to silence your cell phones, your smartphones, whatever. Be looking for this in the email. Absolute value time. Hold that thought. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you Richard Michael Jackson. Yes, the moonwalk. Check it out. Google it. It's called Billie Jean, the video of Billie Jean. The moonwalk. He does the best moonwalk ever. All right, so let's see. If I'm going to go a distance of 5, see this 5 here? Inside this absolute value marks, these are absolute value symbols. That means it's a distance, but we're going a distance towards the positive side. So we're going to go 1, 2, it's like 2 miles, right? 3 miles, 4 miles, 5 miles. So how far did I go? 5. So the absolute value of +5 is still +5. It's like, don't worry, be happy. And 5's like, I'm already happy. Stop singing that song. I'm already happy. Okay. Okay, let's back up now. Okay, pretend like I'm not going backwards yet. Okay, I'm just going. Okay, there we go. Boom. Okay, you can open your eyes again. All right, now what if we go in this direction? But it's a distance. Remember, absolute value is a distance. So this means we're going a distance of towards this direction, whatever. Let's see what that is. Ready? Moonwalk time. Ready? Do, 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 do. Not the best Billie Jean humming ever, but you hum it, I'll play it. There we go. 1, 2, 3, -3, -4, -5. I'm in the -5 direction, but the distance I covered was from 0 to -5. What is this distance here? You add them up. 1, like a 1 bunny hop, 2 bunny hop, 3 bunny hop, 4 bunny hop, 5. The bunny hop 5 times, that's 5 miles. So the absolute value of -5 is still 5. Don't worry. Be happy, we make you turn a positive number. Don't worry, 'cause you're a distance. So be happy, distances are always positive. Now, what about 0? 0, we are starting at 0. And we're going to go to 0. That means we don't move at all. If we don't move at all, we end up at 0. We've gone 0. So the absolute value of 0 is 0. The absolute value, -6. Your turn. What do you think? Do you need Richard Michael Jackson to show you? I'll give you a hint. Start here at 0. Go to the -6. How far did you go? 6 units, 6 miles, 6 zebras, 6 monkeys, whatever your units are, centimeters. Don't worry, -6. Be happy, we have the absolute value. If you value something absolutely, you want it to be happy, right? That's almost like taking like the -6 inside of here and being like, don't worry, I got you. Cha-ching! 6. It's a +6. And we don't always write the positive sign, but that's there. I mean, could be kind of like, imagine every time you wrote down a number, what's 3 plus 2? And if every time you had to do this, you say it's a +3 plus a +2. That's just too much. So we just don't always write it down. But it would be a +5. Just saying, okay? Keep that in mind because that's actually going to be really helpful later on. What's the distance from 0 to 4? The absolute value. 4 is dum bum bum. Okay. Now we're getting tricky. See, we're getting some integers. No, that's not an integer. Wait, is this an integer? Do you remember the part of the lesson? Is negative 3/4 an integer? Just real quick. Negative 3/4. Integer or not an integer? Let's go back, way, way back. Get in the time machine. Back in time. In the DeLorean, 88 miles per hour. We end up in, oh, too far. And I think it's right around here. So no, it's not a natural number. It's not a whole number. It's not an integer. There's no fractions in here. So we haven't really, I don't know if we learned this yet. Oh, and then they skip it. Oh, okay, but it's not an integer. It's actually, I don't think we hit this yet. So we haven't learned this yet. So we're going to come to that. We'll hold off a little bit longer. So remember that because we're going to get there pretty soon. And you'll know what that's actually called. It's not called an integer. Okie dokie. So, hold on a second. I'll get Mr. Jackson. Okay, so this is one of those number line skills we got to figure out because they go on negative 3/4. Well, here's a positive one, here's a negative one. And so they kind of already break it down into how many pieces from 0. Well, if you go from 0 to 1, right, this is the integer 0 and the integer 1. Well, what are these things in between? Well, it looks like they want us to do it in fractions because they're saying 3/4. So it's probably in a fourth. Well, how many spaces are there in between? 1, 2, 3, 4. So each one's worth a fourth. So this must be 1/4 here. This is 2/4, also known as AKA. Oh, what am I using that mouse for? I have this pen that I paid some decent amount of money for, a pen tablet, which, might as well use it, right? If you got it, use it. Highly recommend it if you can get one. There we go. 1/4, 2/4, also known as 1/2, 3/4, and then this is 4/4, but 4/4 is the same thing as the number, and this is supposed to be a number 1. You have to pretend like it's a 1, not a 7. Maybe I could clean that up really quick. Try that again. 4/4 is the same, oh my goodness, it's the same as the number 1. Oh, that's better. Okay, back to business. Well, we want to go to a negative 3/4. Well, if I wanted to go a positive 3/4, well, we know that, right? That's going this way. A 1/4, a 2/4, and a 3/4. And what's that distance? Well, that distance is from 0 to 3/4. It's a total of 3/4, a positive 3/4. What if we go do the moonwalk and go backwards, ready, to the negative side? A negative 1/4, right? Let's write that down. Negative 1/4, negative 1/4, a negative 2/4, also known as a negative 1/2, and then a negative 3/4, and then finally a negative 4/4, which is also known as, dun dun dun, can you guess it? You know it, you know it. Also known as, dun dun dun, a big 1. It's supposed to be, it doesn't matter if it's a big 1 or a little 1, it's still 1. Okay, so let's just pretend like that this doesn't really make a difference here. All right, okay, to scale, it's not to scale, so to speak. So let's go back, and where were we? Oh, we're gonna go a distance of 3/4, so there's 1/4, bunny hop. Wait, it's supposed to be moonwalk, nice and smooth. Do 1/4, negative 2/4, negative 3/4. I'm in the direction of it. Negative 4/4. I went the distance. I still traveled the distance of a 1, a 2, a 3/4. No, I didn't go 4/4. Remember, it's 3/4. So silly. Get back there. There you go. So either way, we're gonna make you happy. Don't worry, negative 3/4. Be happy. We're gonna make you happy. Don't worry, because we value you. We absolutely adore you and value you. Positive 3/4 is the distance we traveled, or Mr. Hoffman traveled doing the moonwalk, going backwards. So there it is. That's where, oh, that's 4. See, they break it down into fourths. Oh, by the way, you know what this is right here? Huh? Right here? What's that? Yeah, that's 1. How about this one? Yep, negative 1. Yep, yipper pepper. There it is. There's the distance. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. That's Cake. I don't know if you guys know who Cake is. It's a great tune. There it is. There's the distance. Oh, what about 1.2? Well, where do I start? Where do I begin? Where do I begin? The story begins at the origin. Start at the origin and go 1.2. But wait a minute. What does each little, see the little things here? These are called ticks. Ticks and fleas. No, no fleas, please. Just ticks. These are called tick marks. Tick, 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 almost like a ticking clock. Tick, 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 tick. How many spaces are there between 0 and this first? This is a 1, by the way. 1.0 is like 1 and 0 tenths. 1 and 0 tenths. Do we really need to put that there? No, we don't. It's just 1. But anyway, they're doing that to show you that we're breaking this down into tenths. They're trying to give you a hint. They're trying to drop you a very subtle hint, a clue to solve the mystery. So we're going to put in here, this is 0.1, 0.2, that's 2 tenths, 0.3 tenths, 0.4 tenths, 0.5 tenths, also known as 1/2, also known as 2/4. And then we got 0.6 tenths, 0.7, 0.8. That's actually just 8 tenths, really. It's just how you say it. 8 tenths, 0 and 8 tenths, 0 and 9 tenths. 1 is the same thing as 10 tenths. Yeah. Or 100 hundredths. Or 1,000 thousandths. Or 4 fourths. It's all one. It's all one, yeah. Be one with the Force. The Force is strong with you. You are the one, the chosen one. I think you are. I don't know. Are you? Is Luke the chosen one? I'm not sure how that works. Maybe I'm mixing up with Matrix. Even though they look like wider ones, they're just ones, you know? Just one. But one's a powerful thing. The power of one. We can all work as one. Yeah, the power of, you see? See how I did that? But anyway, back to 0. So this is what distance? There's a 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths, 7 tenths, 8 tenths, 9 tenths, 1 and 1 tenth, and 1 and 2 tenths, because that's what they want up here. See that? The 1 and 2 tenths. So the distance is still the same. It's like, oh, I'm already happy. Don't worry, be happy. I'm already happy. You got funny eyes there, Mr. Happy. What if the absolute value of something is 5? What are the possible original values? Please, original values. Well, I mean, that means we're starting from the origin. So if it's 5, you either go 5 steps to the left or 5 steps to the right. To the left, to the left, to the left, left, left. So the original value could be -5. See what I'm saying there? So what would that look like? That would look like this. You take the absolute value of -5, and that turns into a distance of 5. Now, what else could it be? See, you could go to the right, to the right, to the right, right, right. That's still 5, but that's to the +5. So if you take a distance from 0 and you go 5 units, you could either go 5 units to the left, like this, and you end up with 5 units, or you can go bum, 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 5 units to the right and end up still having traveled a distance of 5 units here. Bum, bum, bum. Either way, 5. Greater to the right, greater to the right, greater to the right, right, greater to the right. Less is to the left, less is to the left, less is to the left, left, less is to the left. Okay, which one is, well, let's see, what sign will we put in between these? We have a 4 and a -5. We're greater, less than, or equal to. But remember, these are absolute values. So since they're absolute value, make them all positive. So this one's already a positive, but I'll put a positive sign. This one's, ooh, negative Nelly. Let's make you positive. Don't worry, be happy. So we're really looking at 4 and 5. See, if you erase this here now that we absolute valued them, which is greater for? That makes it easy, right? Dun, dun, dun. So if you put a symbol here, it'd be like this. This is greater than this. Ooh, Get into these numbers that are not integers. These are non-integer numbers. Negative half is really a distance of half. I mean, if you looked at it this way, it'd go here, but really, I mean, it's this way. It's a half. Half a unit, half a mile, right? But this is like 2.5 miles. You're just going 2.5 miles this way. You end up this way, right? From 0 to here. Who went farther? The person who went from 0 to negative half? Or the person who went from 0 to negative 2.5? Obviously. So 2.5 is greater than half. That's really what you just change these to positive. Put your frown upside down. Opposites. So what's the opposite of 6? Negative 6. What's the opposite of negative 6? 6. Ooh, what's the opposite of 0? Gotcha. Did I get you? It's 0. What's the opposite of negative 12? Yep, 12. What's the opposite of 3.25? Yep, negative 3.25. This is a non-integer, by the way. This is an integer. Figured out the difference yet? Non-integer. No, this is integer. Opposite of 0 is, oh, we already did that, 0. Opposite of negative 6 2/3 is positive 6 2/3. Good job. Pop quiz. What would happen if we added opposites together? Let's see. Let's add a negative 7 to a 7. What would happen? Let's see. Ooh, so we're going to go a distance in this direction, right? Boom, 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 to a negative 7. But let's add it to this distance. See, this is weird. Because we're going to end up at 0. So this is one of those things I think they're not asking you what the distance is. It's not the absolute value of this. See, because they did, you just traveled 14 units, which could be, miles or whatever. But they're not asking for that. They're asking for where do you end up, right? If you go back 7, it's like take 7 steps back, and then you go forward 7, and you go 7 steps forward, where do you end up, right? It's like, hey, I'm going to give you $7, right? And then you're going to give me $7. Well, I guess that doesn't make sense because you started at 0. So let me see. You loan me $7 maybe? Now I owe you $7. I give you $7 back. Now we're back at 0. I think that makes a little more sense. Anyway, the point is it's called the additive inverse. Inverse is like opposite or like upside down. Basically, it cancels each other out. You end up with 0. End of the lesson for now. See you Thursday. Sorry about being so long. Oh yeah, one more thing. Panthers, pride, passion, purpose.